Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Ultra-versatile, UDFA linebacker could crack Cowboys' 53-man roster. In terms of what a defensive player can do, you can't ask for much more than what ultra-versatile linebacker Justin Barron might bring to an NFL team. Barron did a little bit of everything at Syracuse in terms of on-field production and playing different positions. He started his career as a wide receiver before playing safety, nickel, and linebacker while racking up 293 career tackles, 20 TFL, 2 interceptions, 3.5 sacks, 14 pass deflections, 3 forced fumbles and 3 fumble recoveries. That kind of across-the-board production led the Dallas Cowboys to make him one of the NFL's highest-paid undrafted free agents and could lead to Barron, 6'4" and 225 pounds, eventually making the 53-man roster. PFF's Ben Cooper singled Barron out as the one UDFA to watch on the Dallas roster in 2025. Barron garnered $234,000 in guaranteed money with a $20,000 signing bonus from Dallas, making him one of the team's highest-paid undrafted free agents, Cooper wrote on May 13. It was warranted for the Syracuse product, who proved himself as a valuable coverage defender and run defender with the Orange. DeMarvion Overshown's late-season injury and Kenneth Murray's shaky reputation could create room for Barron in the Cowboys' linebacker rotation. Where Barron really separated himself was in pass coverage, no surprise, where he allowed just 2 touchdowns on 144 targets with 9 pass deflections and 3 interceptions during his career. He was also a better-than-average run defender with a run defense grade over 70 from PFF for 3 consecutive seasons. Barron also looked good in one-on-one drills at the Senior Bowl. Barron's numbers from Syracuse Pro Day were also excellent, where he ran the 40-yard dash in 4.68 seconds along with a 34.5-inch vertical leap and 10-foot broad jump. Barron spent 5 years at Syracuse and moved to the defensive side of the ball after playing wide receiver in high school. He'd go on to play safety, nickel, and linebacker for the Orange, earning honorable mention All-ACC honors in his last 2 seasons, where he was also a team captain. He started 26 straight games in final 2 years and led the team in tackles last season with 93, adding 9.5 TFLs and 2 sacks. Cowboys flirt with disaster as perfect Trevon Diggs fill-in meets with NFC rival. The Dallas Cowboys have done a nice job patching up their roster holes this offseason, but cornerback remains a big concern as Trevon Diggs is expected to miss the start of the 2025 season after he underwent surgery to remedy damaged cartilage in his knee. It is Diggs' second major knee surgery in as many years. The team has not provided a concrete timeline for his return to the field, but the expectation is he will open training camp, and potentially the regular season, on the physically unable to perform list. This roster needs another starter to pair with Darren Bland, preferably someone who can play out wide so Bland can slot back into his more familiar nickel position. A Stephon Gilmore reunion makes a lot of sense, but another compelling veteran could come off the market soon. Cowboys risk losing cornerback Rasul Douglas after reported Seahawks visit. Rasul Douglas, who previously took a visit with the Dolphins, met with the Seahawks on Tuesday, per Tom Pelissero of NFL Network. The Dolphins reportedly extended an offer to Douglas, but the two sides were not able to agree to terms. Now, Douglas potentially has his sights set on Seattle. A third-round pick of the Eagles in 2017, Douglas has carved out a nice career for himself. His coverage numbers dipped slightly with Buffalo last year, but he is 1 season removed from an utterly dominant campaign when he ranked 5th among cornerbacks with a 84.4 PFF coverage grade. He also finished top 10 in passer rating allowed when targeted and less than a 60% completion rate. New Cowboys defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus primarily runs a 4-3 base defense that relies heavily on zone coverage. Cover 2 is a prominent feature of Eberflus' defense, and Douglas thrived in that coverage last season to the tune of a 74.4 coverage grade, per PFF. Douglas has predominantly played out wide in his career. Over the last 2 seasons, he's played 1,566 snaps as an outside corner compared to just 34 in the slot. That might allow Bland to kick back inside to the nickel, where he is much more comfortable. At that point, Douglas would play one of the outside positions alongside Kyer Elam or potentially third-round pick Siobhan Revel Jr. if he's cleared from his ACL rehab. Regardless, Dallas needs to get a vet in the door before training camp. At 6'2" with long arms, Douglas checks 2 important boxes this front office desires in cornerbacks. He'd be an ideal fill-in for Diggs, who could remain in the starting lineup if and when Diggs returns. Trey Hendrickson can be a Dallas Cowboy in 2025. The Dallas Cowboys have a golden opportunity to transform their already potent defense into an elite force by trading for Trey Hendrickson. As the NFL's 2024 sack leader with 17.5 sacks, Hendrickson is an elite pass rusher currently at odds with the Cincinnati Bengals over his contract. With Dallas in win-now mode, a move for Hendrickson could be the spark they need to make a deep playoff run. Hendrickson has made it clear, he will not play the 2025 season under his current deal. Frustrated with a lack of communication and feeling undervalued, he's already been granted permission to seek a trade. This opens the door for a franchise like Dallas, which is no stranger to taking risks on disgruntled stars. While Hendrickson's $15.8 million cap hit might seem like a hurdle, the Cowboys have room to maneuver. Giving Micah Parsons and Tyler Smith new contracts will free up cap space, but the Cowboys currently have over $30 million in cap space. Signing these 2 players could get their cap space north of $50 million. Adding Hendrickson without new contracts to Parsons and Smith is also feasible with the current cap space. If Dallas includes a future second-round pick and a rotational defender, it's possible Cincinnati could bite, especially if they don't want to lose Hendrickson for nothing next offseason. Pairing Hendrickson with Micah Parsons would give Dallas arguably the best edge-rushing tandem in the NFL. Offensive coordinators would be forced to pick their poison, double-team Parsons and watch Hendrickson feast, or vice versa. This type of pass-rushing versatility could mask deficiencies in the secondary and turn Dallas into a top 3 defensive unit. Give your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.